Hello everyone, welcome back to AITechone. In today's video, I will be going to show you how can we create Agentforce agents directly from Visual Studio Code using Agentforce project template and Agentforce DX. So what is basically Agentforce DX? The Agentforce DX is a developer experience in Salesforce. It's a source-driven development approach for building, managing, testing, and deploying the Agentforce AI agents using the local development tools such as Visual Studio Code, the Salesforce CLI, and with the help of Agentforce project template. It brings modern software development practices like version controlling, CI/CDs, and team collaborations to the agent force development. So instead of creating and configuring the agent entirely through the Salesforce UI, the way we have done our previous sessions with the help of Agentforce agents, instead of that, we can use Visual Studio Code or the editors in order to design, in order to create the agent for agents, track the changes in the Git, and deploy them across the environment. So that is what we are going to discuss in today's video. So let's proceed. But before we proceed, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to like, subscribe my YouTube channel, and also don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will not miss any updates. So let's begin. You might have gone through my previous videos where I have demonstrated that how can we create the agent for agents by using AI directly by using this option by the help of Agentforce Builder. So whenever you click on new agent button, it will take you to the Agentforce Builder, and then you can create an agent. So as you can see, I have already created two agents. One is an employee agent and another is a service agent. But now I will be going to show you that how can we use Visual Studio Code in order to set up an agent. What all steps you need to follow, and what all methods, what all commands you are going to use, and that command will help you to create a new agent force, and we'll also see how do we deploy that agent force agent onto Salesforce. So how are we going to start? So the very first command is that the very first step is that we will be going to create a project. So how do we create a project? I'm going to click on command palette, create project with manifest, and here I will be going to use agent prompt template. Usually when we used to create our Salesforce project like Lightning Web Components, we say we use a standard project template, but now I will be going to use agent project template. That is the first command. So I click agent. Let's give any name. I just write my test agent, my test agent, and I will be going to store this on a folder, and you can see my project added here successfully. So let me open my project. So let me switch to folders, and that's the hierarchy. That's the project hierarchy. That's the hierarchy. Like you can see, Force app, we have AI authoring bundles, bots, classes, flows. So these all are the commands. And if you go to manifest files, so package XML, in package XML, you can check the details. It is associated to the bot, right? And we have other files also. We have other commands.
So the
So
very first step is I will be going to update my Salesforce DX. So just to make sure that we'll be working on the updated version, we'll be using the updated version of Salesforce DX. And that will guarantee that we have access to the newest features and improvement criticals for a smooth agent force experience. And how do I do that? I'll just open my terminal. Okay, you have to open terminal and add a command sf update. When you enter a command sf update, what it will do, it will check or it will update the your Salesforce DX to the latest release, setting the stage for everything that follows. So it is going to check whether I'm using the updated version or so. As you can see, I got a command already using the updated version, already on a version, that's the updated one. So therefore, it didn't set up anything. I have already run this command. I already execute this command earlier itself. So that's why I'm already on my updated version of Sales Agent 4. Next is we need to go and check the extensions. So we'll just quickly go and check extension, and the extension is Agentforce DX. So that's the extension we have to check, Agentforce DX. So basically, this Agentforce DX extension, it is for Visual Studio Code, and this will This will bring powerful agent development capabilities directly into Visual Studio Code. So using this extension, we can build, preview, test, and debug Salesforce agent within an integrated development experience from the Visual Studio Code. Now next, I'll get back to folder, and now I will be going to generate the Agentforce agent specification. So I need to create a YAML file, and that YAML file will contains the specification about the agent. So I'll just give command sf agent generate agent spec for specification, and when we enter, so what it will do, it will go and check and do we have any existing agent specifications, and if not, it will be going to create us. Now you can see it gives us an option. We have to provide some agent details. The first is what type of agent to create, whether we want to create an employee agent or internal agent. Internal is basically the employee agent, and the customer is the service agent. So if I'll go and check my instance right now, you can see we already got one employee agent and one service agent, but I would like to create one more service agent here. So therefore, what I'll do, I'll choose here customer and enter. Name of the company. So I'll give name as a AITechone. Description of your company. Now remember one thing, whenever you add the details, so these details will help, the Agentforce DX to shape the agent functionalities. So what I'm going to do, I'll just give the description. My company, my company, my company provide online trainings on various professional courses. Enter. Role of an agent. So role of the agent. So let's suppose my role is the role of the agent is to manage online training operations. Now, what it will do, it will be going to create the agent specifications, and once the agent specifications will be added, we can see the agent. It will see a agent spec YAML file. So it is going to create a agent's YAML file as created, and where it's created, you can see my test agent specs. So if I'll go and check here specs, within specs, agent spec dot YAML. So you can see the agent specification dot YAML file has generated. If I'll open this YAML file, you can see the description about it. And if you want, we can modify that also. Like agent type is customer, company name. If you want to make some changes, we can do it right now. Number of topics 5. The interesting part is it automatically created the topics also. So the topics also gets created automatically. So that's fine. Now the next command is we need to create the agent. So based on this YAML file, it will create a agent. So what I'm going to do, I will be going to create a new agent, SF agent and create. That's the next command, SF agent create. And path to an agent. So yes, that's a path to an agent specification file. So here's the specification file. If you have any other location, you can use that. But right now, I got one specification file. As I mentioned that we can add multiple specifications file for different agents. For that, we have to follow the same command, but the name can be changed. Okay. So I'll just enter. Now, what label do you want to give to your agent? So right now, I got two agents with me, and the labels are Agentforce default and Agentforce service agent. This time, let's suppose I want to give the agent name as, let's say, test agent. So I'll give the name as, or let's say, customer, let's say, yeah, online training agent. That's the name of my agent. API name, online training agent. And what it will do, it will be going to create an agent in your org. So see, it's creating an agent in our org. It takes some time. So once this command gets completed, this operation gets completed, the agent gets created. So let's wait for a couple of seconds. It won't take much time. Meanwhile, if you want to go and check, so what do we do? I'll get back to my Salesforce instance and I will reload it. I'll reload that. So yeah, still not created yet because it's taking time. And why it's taking time? Because based on the YAML file, it's going to create the agent. So it takes some time. You can say, yeah, you can see successfully created online training agent is in this org. Let's go and verify this. So I'll get back to my Salesforce and reload this. And you can see my agent created here successfully. Let me reload this. Now you can see an online training agent. This training agent created successfully. Now, if you want, I can expand and check it out. So based on our YAML file, if I'll go and quickly go and check my YAML file, in this YAML file, you can see we have topics like one topic is this course enrollment, second is training progress, third is content recommendation, session scheduling, and one. So one, two, three, four, five topics. So number of topics will be five. Let's go and validate how many topics gets added. So when we open this, you will see that we'll have five topics automatically created sub agents. You can say topics or sub agents created automatically in our agent. You can see these are the five topics. There are no actions right now, but we can add further actions. We might have some actions in few of the topics so that on sub agents which you can check. And let's reload it. Hello, and we can proceed it. So
So
in
this
order to launch the newly created agent by using Visual Studio Code directly with the help of terminal, so I have to paste a command, and the command is sf open org agent dash dash API dash name, and this is the API name of the newly added agent. So the agent is online training agent. That is the API name and Chrome. And when we hit enter, what happened? It will quickly launch the visual. It will quickly launch the agent. Let's go and check. As you can see, right now I am here and I'm not doing anything. And once the command executed successfully, you can see my agent launched automatically here. So like this way, I can see my agent in action, and this with the help of the command, I can open the newly created agent directly in my browser, right? So that's how we can see that's in a edit mode. Like we are in edit mode. And if we want to preview the agent in Visual Studio Code, so that is also possible. But then we have to use the separate command for that. And if you want to delete, that's how by following these steps, we will gain a solid understanding of how to work with Agentforce from initial setup to creation, preview, and even deletion. So Agentforce offer an exciting avenue to enhance your Salesforce development. And using this functionality, we will be able to perform the operations on the Agentforce. We can create agents and we can customize the agents directly from our Visual Studio Code. So that's all in this tutorial. That's all for this. That's all in this video. If you like this video, you can don't forget to like this video. You can post your comment in comment below. Also, if you want to connect with us for any customized training on Agentforce, so please reach out to us. We can deliver a training on that. Keep watching, keep learning. Have a nice everyone. Bye bye.